And a very pleasant good evening, everybody. Welcome to University of Tampa men's basketball here from the Bob Martinez Athletic Center on the campus of the University of Tampa, very near downtown Tampa.
Across the river.
Yeah, across the river from downtown. That's Jack Ike. I'm Scott Lynn, and it's a pleasure to be with you tonight. Happy holidays to you all before we get ready for tonight's game between the University of Tampa, 6-4 on the season, and the 5-4 Shaw University Bears. The Bears started out 3-0. They lost their last two, partly due, I think, to some injuries. I was just talking to assistant coach Joseph Simmons. He told me they have 6 injured players right now. But they gave Eckerd College all that the Tritons could handle last night in their game before losing 88-82. Their previous 2 games went into overtime. They won one and lost one. This is a team that has a lot of talent, a lot of good players, and one in particular, Jack.
Amir Hinton is a player to watch. Number 2, leads NCAA Division II in scoring at 32.3 points a game. Went down a point a game yesterday because he only had 25 in the game against Eckerd.
His second lowest total of the season, one more than his 24-point game. He's had a couple of 40-point games.
He set the school record with 44 points earlier in the season, then broke it with 49 a couple weeks later. Yeah. And he shoots well. He's a 50% shooter, doesn't shoot a lot of threes. I think he only takes, on one game he had 4. Most of the games, maybe 2.
Yeah, the most games he's ever made a 3 in this season is 2. Yeah. 2 made, and the rest of the season, he's only made 1 3-pointer, and yet, as you say, he's averaging 32.3 points a game. He also, this is his first year at Shaw University. He had a couple of 40-point games at Lock Haven University.
He averaged 24 a game there last year.
Yes, 11th best in the NCAA Division II. He had a 46-point game and a 42-point game for Lock Haven. So the guy can fill it up. We saw him last night. He only scored 25. So,
you know, there's a lot of people. You could lock in a gym by themselves for 40 minutes, and they won't score 44 points.
That's Jack Ike. He's the comedian on the staff.
No, it's a fact.
No, it is a true fact. I'm just giving you a hard time, my friend. It's great to be with you tonight. We're just about ready to get the horn blow, and we'll have the national anthem, and then we'll get back and have the starting lineups for you. Just ahead of the University of Tampa and the Shaw University Bears. Nice to have you along here on the SSC Digital Network and TampaSpartans.tv. Scott Lynn, Jack Ike, thanks for being with us, and let's take a break here just a moment for our national anthem. As mentioned earlier, Shaw has lost its last 2 games, albeit very close scores, while the University of Tampa has won its last 2. They beat Florida Tech 99-69, giving Richard Schmidt his 700th career head coaching victory. That was 2 games ago. And then last night, they took care of Limestone by the score of 80-51. They led 50-30 at halftime and pulled out and won again with a comfortable 29-point margin. There was a good balance effort. There were, 4 players in double-figure scoring. Anthony Gamble led the way with 15 points, 13 points for Vincent Biffle, 12 points, 14 rebounds off the bench for Cedric Bellarmine. He was our post-game guest, and it was wonderful to get a chance to talk to him. Let's get the starting lineups, Jack. First of all, from Shaw, you'll see number 2, the aforementioned Amir Hinton, 32.3 points. He also leads the team in assists at 4.6 and steals at 2.7. He gets to the free throw line like nobody else that we will have seen maybe all season. He's been at the line 115 times in their 9 games and made 101, an 88% shooter from the charity stripe. Number 10 is Devon Kelsey. Kelsey averaging 12.9 points a game, scored a season-high 23 last night against Eckerd. Amani Miller is number 11, averaging about a point and a half and 2 rebounds per game. Alex Owens, number 21, the 6'9" sophomore from Bradenton, Florida, Oak Ridge High School, averaging almost 9 points and 7.3 rebounds a game. 74% field goal percentage for Alex Owens. And Jaleel Carter is number 34, the freshman forward, 6'4", out of Charlotte, North Carolina, averaging 6 points and about 4 rebounds per game. The head coach is Joel Hopkins, assisted by Byron Williams and Joseph Simmons. For the Tampa Spartans, Alberto Moreno is the starter, 6'3" guard, junior, 2-year letter winner out of Gran Canaria, averaging 11.9 points per game. Vincent Biffle, who had a nice game against Limestone last night, 13 points, 9 rebounds, averaging 12.6 points. The 6'2" guard out of Indianapolis, Indiana. Devon Colley, number 15, he averages about 10 points and the team-high 3 assists per game. Number 21, Anthony Gamble. Gamble, a 14.9 point per game, scored 15 last night. And Marco Downer is number 34, the 6'9" freshman from Jamaica. And the tip is hauled in by Devon Colley. We're ready to play some basketball. Spartans with the first opportunity here tonight. Moreno gives to Colley, to Biffle, and back to Colley. Colley kicks out. Moreno, there's a long 3-point shot by Gamble. Good start. Looks like his shoe came off. Sure, really tired there for a second. Yeah, indeed. They lob it inside, and a nice play and a good finish right there by Owens. Alex Owens, again, leading rebounder at 7.3 boards per game and averages about 9 points. 3-2 Tampa. Driving to the basket, Gamble, no good, and the ball knocked out of bounds off the hands of Amir Hinton, number 2. Giving chase was Marco Downer, the 6'9", 235-pound freshman. Started last night, 7 minutes, 3 fouls, 2 turnovers, no points. Tough night.
Yeah. This is going to be a game of tempo. Tampa scores about 72 points a game, and Shaw averages 86 points a game.
There's Colley, long rebound, hauled in by Moreno, zips it out on top. Gamble's hit one, will he hit 2? Yes, he will.
We've seen this before.
Yes, Anthony Gamble with back-to-back threes. He had a career-tying school record at 10 threes against Florida Tech in December 10th of 2016, so a little over 2 years ago.
Colley, the assignment on Hinton early.
Whistle on a foul. Downer is going to be whistled, even though he says, my hands were straight up. The official actually put his hands over it and said, yeah, he came down and fouled Alex Owens, who will go to the line. Owens had a 7.11 rebound game against Eckerd College last night.
You mentioned that Hinton gets to the free throw line a lot. The game he scored 44, he was 27 of 29 from the line.
Wow.
3/4 of his points for free throws. When he scored amazing. 49, he was 10 of 11.
Wow.
Just an average.
Good free throw shooter, no question.
Yes.
88% on the season, I think I mentioned. Colley gets it inside. Marco Downer is going to be fouled before he traveled. He never got the ball down on the court.
But he did get fouled first. Good call.
Not in the act of shooting, so the Spartans will inbound underneath the hoop.
Downer's a project. He's a freshman. Hasn't played basketball for that long.
He had one game in high school, 30 points, 20 rebounds, and 10 block shots. Inside it goes to Downer, and he is going to be fouled from behind.
Yeah.
Well, he was kind of bulling the china shop right there.
That's what we want to see, is for him to get the ball there and learn some good post moves. He just kind of leaned, but the guy guarding him kind of leaned back, and so he fell into him.
It's interesting. They have gone inside to Downer every time down so far.
Yeah.
They have gotten 3-point shots as a result of that.
Which means he has to learn to be a good passer.
Exactly. Moreno to the hoop. High off the glass. No, Downer had it in his hands. Off number 11, Imani Miller. It'll still be Tampa ball. The shot clock is reset to 30. 6-3. Spartans on top here early against Shaw University. Out to Biffle. Moreno. 3-point shot. Short. Is short. Yep. You called that one. Biffle didn't have enough oomph on that one. He's got a good mid-range jumper, but the 3-point shot is not his forte. And there is Hinton with his first two. Yeah, welcome to the game. It won't be his last two. I think we're certain of that. Moreno gives to Colley. Now it's Biffle. Colley. They move the ball back and forth. Colley throws it up. Tough shot. A little out of control. Ball knocked around out of bounds. And I think off the toe, I thought of a Shaw player, and that's what Colley thought as well, but it's going to be Shaw ball.
Shaw University used to be called, or was founded as Raleigh Institute. It is in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Long three-pointer jack is good. Oh, my goodness. Devon Kelsey from deep.
Well, you know, Justin Pecca said Hinton may get his points. We don't want other players to beat us then.
And Kelsey is a guy who can do that.
So they aren't necessarily going to double or triple team Hinton.
Colley misses the three-point shot. Hinton pushes in a hurry. Catch and shoot in transition. Kelsey long, no good. Rebound hauled in. Miller to the basket. Passes off. Nice play. Alex Owens with the finish.
Nice adjustment. He wanted to dunk and then found out he was going to collide with somebody, so he readjusted, laid it in.
Shaw on top, 10-6. Their largest lead. Colley gets another open three, and it was long. It was on the mark, but just long, and now pushing ahead, and an easy two. Ahead of the pack is Miller.
Yeah, he got ahead of it, like you said, he got out in front of everybody.
Colley bounces the ball in frustration as he brings it across the timeline. Shaw has doubled the score on the Spartans, and we're going to see Cedric Bellarmine come in next whistle. And there's the three-point shot by Colley. He knocked one down. He missed his first two. 12-9 the score. Here's Hinton. Biffle on him. Backs out. Hinton now picked up by Colley on the switch. Yes, Colley. And now whistle.
Elbow.
And a nice follow there. Owens potentially knocked down the Tampa defender. Wasn't called, and he got the offensive rebound and stuck it back in. It's 14-9.
Yeah, if it wasn't an elbow, Downer's just got to be tougher.
Yep. He tried to draw the whistle.
Yeah.
It wasn't soccer. He didn't get the call.
Wow.
Another three-point shot by Anthony Gamble. He's 3 for 3 from deep.
9 of Tampa's 12. Joel Hopkins is the head coach for Shaw. Has been the head coach since 2015. This is his 5th season this time around.
Oh, a second stint.
Yeah, in 2002 he was named the head basketball coach here and stayed here for a couple of years. Actually came here in 2000 and was the head coach till 2002.
4 on the shot clock, and a nice block that time by Downer, and now the shot clock violation.
He, leading the program that he guided to the top of the conference, had a 2-year record of 43-15.
We have a timeout on the floor. We will take a break.
So Spartans are shooting well to start here.
Nowadays, more and more people are on the go. We are all busy with work and family. Clean Eats has a solution. At every Clean Eats location, we have grab-and-go coolers that are packed full of freshly made breakfast, lunch, and dinner meals. Whether you are a soccer mom, business person, athlete, or just someone that does not have time to prepare your own meals, Clean Eats has you covered. Our grab-and-go cooler will always have a wide selection of meals to satisfy you. Each to-go meal is priced under $7 to make our food very affordable. be sure to stop and try a to-go meal. Clean Eats.
Savings Courtyard by Marriott is simply refreshing.
Well, Gamble off to a great start, 3 for 3 from deep. And as you say, that's 9 of Tampa's 12. Other than Gamble, it has been tough sledding.
Well, we're getting closer. Stats Monitor says it's 14-9 now.
They've got we got it, 14-12. We got a total. And another bomb by Gamble. 4 for 4 from deep.
Joel Hopkins might want to rethink his defensive strategy at this point.
Wow, indeed. The 3-year letter winner out of Riverview, Florida, is hot tonight. Ball tipped up and around, and Bellarmine rips it away. Rebound.
Literally.
Yes, he did. Here's Moreno. Quick drive to the basket, up and in. And the Spartans have the lead at 15. We'll check that, 17-14.
Nice comeback from a 12-6 deficit.
And in a hurry, huh?
Yeah.
To the basket, and a traveling violation called on Alex Owens. So with 14:25 to play here in this first half, the Spartans with a 3-point lead. They had fallen behind, trailed 12-6 at one point. So that's an 11-2 run.
Yeah.
Going back that deep into the game. Biffle thought about a 3. Instead, they're waiting for Gamble to get spotted up. Ball knocked away. Biffle went back and got it.
Plenty of time on the clock.
Here it goes. Moreno saw the defender fly by, shoots the 3. It's long.
Nice trip, Bellarmine.
Bellarmine gets it out to Gamble. Nice job indeed. New shot clock. They'll reset and work it. 17-14. Tampa on top.
Oh, even deeper.
Even deeper. Oh, it just missed again.
He backed out farther than normal. A little bit out of his comfort zone. Not out of his range.
No, definitely not. He hit his first 4, whistle and a foul on the drive. Called on Colley. That'll be his first personal foul, and the Spartans' second. Both teams with 2 fouls in the first 6.5 minutes of the game. I'm Scott Lynn, Jack Ike alongside. Pleasure to be with you here on the SSC Digital Network. The final game of 2 days of basketball here at the Martinez Athletic Center. This is Hinton. Double teamed at least, and he still scored over Moreno. He's a tough defend.
6'5", 180, I think 180 to 190. Solidly built.
Yep.
Good athlete, smart.
And that's a nice teardrop by Vincent Biffle.
He and Gamble, the only 2 to have scored for the Spartans.
There's a long 3-point shot by Hinton, no good. Rebound hauled in by Gamble. Gamble's first rebound. It's been a couple of minutes since Shaw has scored. Gamble with the ball on top to Moreno. Moreno drives in the lane. Throws it up off the glass with the left hand.
Runner.
Yeah. Nice play right there. 21-16. Going the other way. It's up and in. Boy, it's a track meet. The basket there by Devon Dillard. Devon Dillard, by the way, had the #1 ESPN Top 10 play earlier on a monster dunk at West Virginia. Huh. I
was going to say we saw one comparable, but I don't know if we have the video quality
to make it Sports Center. Colley's going to come out.
In the Eckerd Limestone game.
Yeah, there was a limestone player. He went up on a rebound jam, came flying in, and with one hand just stuffed it in, and everybody
posterized.
Yes, including these 2 broadcasters were on their feet. That was amazing.
Freddie Ibrahim coming into the Spartan lineup for Colley.
Inbound it comes.
Tell you, Freddie is a really good guy to have come off the bench. He started the last couple years, hasn't been starting this year, but he really is a solid player. Whether he's starting or not, you don't lose anything when he comes in.
Biffle is fouled, shooting 3. And Devon Dillard says, no. I thought he fouled him on the wrist on the shot, and it wasn't whistled, but then he continued and fell into him, and I think that is a good call. 21-18 is the score. We will tell you that the officials are John Broska, George Render, and Terry Jones. It's their final game, I'm sure, before the holidays as well.
Yep.
We talked and have talked repeatedly about in Division II basketball. After a game tonight, everybody's
shut the doors, turn out the lights.
Yep. Everybody's told to go home to your folks.
Not just here in Tampa, every Division II team around the country.
Right.
Happy holidays.
And the free throw knocked down, both of them. It's 23-18. Biffle with his first 2 free throws. He's now got 7. Or was that Colley? I'm sorry.
No, Colley's out.
Oh, yeah, it was Biffle. Sorry. Yep, you're right.
So haircut's for us. Yeah. We're still
and the monitor didn't have it, so I was a little confused. Sorry. Here comes Hinton, driving to the basket. He's fouled. Blocking foul going to be called on Bellarmine. Cedric Bellarmine, the 220-pound, 6'7" junior out of Congo. Had a career best game against Alabama Huntsville earlier this season. 12 points, 12 rebounds, and 5 block shots.
I think his career best game was actually yesterday.
Well, yeah,
that was a great game.
Yeah, prior to, I should have said prior to yesterday. 12 points and 14 rebounds. His second double-double of the season. I just remembered the 5 block shots. That was pretty impressive. Yes, all right, timeout on the floor with 11:50 to play here in the first half. 23-18, Tampa leading Shaw.
And it's about that time. You're probably hungry, so Pizza Hut, proud supporter of UT Athletics. Call Pizza Hut today here in Tampa at 251-3399 to get your pizza delivered right to your doorstep. And as long as you're getting a pizza, grab a Pepsi. Pepsi has been bringing fun and refreshment to consumers for more than 100 years.
Well, coming into the season, Anthony Gamble ranked 7th in University of Tampa history for three-point percentage at 36.4%. Well, he's 4 for 5 from deep tonight. He came into this game at 39% on the season, 27 of 70. He is the most prolific shooter and maker of three-point shots on Tampa's team. But he's improved on that season average now. He's probably up, well, certainly up over 40% now after going 4 for 5 here tonight. So he's probably about 37% in his career, which might move him up the ladder a bit.
Yeah.
Here's Hinton going to get a free throw. 2 of them, actually. Wow. I think that's the key to defending him.
He doesn't miss free throws often.
No. Jim got unusually quiet there. I was afraid to say anything. I thought I'd distract him. He missed the first, made the second. 88% free throw shooter on the year. Only missed 14 out of 115 attempts.
So that's his miss for today.
Yeah. Don't expect any more of those. Oh, boy, great anticipation there, but they got it back.
10-second call.
Joel Carter knocked that ball into the backcourt. Number 34, the 6'4" freshman from Charlotte, North Carolina, out of David Butler High School. He made the defensive play there. And they do force the Tampa turnover. Just the second, I believe, turnover for the Spartans, maybe the third. We have to guess sometimes. I left my official scorer in Portland when I left. Actually, my son used to serve as my scorer.
Really?
A lot of my TV games. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun for him and a lot of fun for me to work with him. Here's Hinton, defended by Moreno. Moreno will go double, knock the ball away. Out of bounds. Alex Owens, Owens had the ball knocked from him.
Now I'm going to watch the next time that Hinton does go inside like that and see if Moreno doubles down and see if the Spartans may pay the price for doing that.
I thought the same thing because he did leave Hinton unattended. That three-point shot is no good by Kelsey. Rebound, here's Vincent Biffle. Biffle to Moreno, stop and pop for 2, no good. Rebound, Dillard. Boy, they do go up and down. Ball knocked away, he got it back, feeds his teammate. That was a nice play by Dillard. He stayed with the play and then he got it to Owens, who was fouled in the act of shooting. He'll go to the line to shoot a couple. The foul called on Bellarmine.
From what I've seen for the first quarter of this game, is it doesn't look like Shaw necessarily looks to feed Hinton. That he must get most of his shots just in the normal flow of the game. So I've seen a couple of fast breaks, and he's been on the wing, and they haven't looked to him. He does get to the line a lot.
I would tell you what Bellarmine's foul was, but he's not listed as being in the game yet. Oh, there he is. Okay, he's popped into my... just a moment ago he wasn't there. There he is. And that was the second foul on Bellarmine. I did want to check that. 23-21 Tampa. Nice save. And here's Gamble. Feeling it. Yes, sir! His fifth triple of the game. Wow. He's 5 for 6 from deep. He has 15 of Tampa's 26 points. And there's a long three. No good. Long rebound. Look out.
Oh, a save. We saw the Gatorade go down last game.
Yeah, somebody ran into it and made a big mess. And
nice move.
Beautiful shot by Moreno on the reverse. Great transition hoop there. 28-21 Tampa. Hinton trying to slow it down a bit. Make sure that the Spartans don't run away and hide.
You know, they may be trailing 28-21, and we're coming up to the 10-minute mark. But they're on pace for their scoring average.
Oh, yeah.
Even though they're trailing, the Spartans are playing well above their pace.
Owens to Hinton. Step back three is good. That's a big-time NBA-type shot right there. Fake to drive, took a step back, and knocked down the three. It's a 4-point deficit for Shaw, and a beautiful three-pointer by Biffle.
They reciprocate.
We'll trade three-pointers all night long.
Yeah.
As long as you're making them. Hinton. Look at the move here. Working on Biffle. Another step back three. This one's short.
He was determined he was getting a shot no matter what.
Playing a little one-on-one right there. It goes to Gamble. Gamble gives it up to Moreno. Moreno driving the hoop. Lost the handle. Picks it back up.
Go back up
again. Oh, what a nice feed. And fouled is Downer. He'll go to the line to shoot a couple.
Good pass by Ibrahim, but Downer not able to corral it and go back up with it. He'll go to the line. I'm just saying, in a couple of years, Downer's going to get a pass like that. He had that one knocked out of his hands, goes to the line. He's not going to lose the ball, and he's going to hold on to it and go up and dunk.
Oh, he'll be dunking. 31-24 the score with 9:12 left here in the period. The foul was on Owens, his first. Downer looking for his first points. He has a couple of rebounds in his 9 minutes, but no attempts. And I think he has a blood issue.
Yeah, there might be. They stopped play.
They checked him out and said, we gotta stop the bleeding here.
Now, do they wait for this to happen, or do they get a new shooter?
Well, that's going to be the question, because he can't play with blood on the jersey, and if it's his T-shirt underneath, they'll have him take the T-shirt off. But if it's on his jersey, you have to find out, is there a second set of home jerseys?
Brent Duncan is going to come in.
Yeah, and he'll end up shooting the free throws.
He'll shoot the throws,
which is not necessarily a bad thing.
And he's coming in cold.
Duncan, yeah, exactly. Duncan, a 77% free throw shooter on the year. He's made 10 of 13.
Now he's back in. Apparently they said splashed some water on it or something, diluted it.
I guess it just also had to make sure it wasn't continuing to bleed.
Right.
So here's Downer to the stripe. He makes the first.
That was a knuckleball.
Yeah.
It did not rotate.
I think Marco said, hey, I don't get a chance to score a whole lot, so how about letting me shoot those free throws?
2 knuckleballs with 2 buckets.
And those bring his average up considerably. He was 4 for 12 from the line previous to those two.
I mean, they were dead on, but they were knuckleballs, and if they're not dead on, they don't go in.
33-24, Tampa by 9. There's a long three-pointer. Swish by Devon Kelsey. He's made 34 of 83 coming into the game. 41%. All of those are team best. He's made at least 6 threes in 3 games this year.
They average about 22 three-pointers a game.
Moreno looking for somebody to feed it to. Gets it to Biffle. He's fouled. Bellarmine with 2 fouls on not on the floor right now. I'm looking, there are 2 players for Shaw with 2 fouls, Miller and Owens.
The only 2 fouls on Shaw at this point, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Scoreboard says 5.
Yeah, I have 4 on both of my stats monitors. But I think that was the 15th foul. 33-27. Missed the first free throw. And got the second to bang around the rim a bit before dropping through the net. 34-27. Hinton picked up. Drive into the hoop, puts it up. He's fouled. He'll shoot again. He is a tough guy to defend. Biffle did all he could right there.
Well, Biffle's not as tall. Biffle about 6'2".
Yep, exactly. About a 3-inch height advantage for Hinton.
Well, this is his game.
Oh, yeah.
Oftentimes knocks down the shot, but just as often goes to the line.
Looks like he might have hurt his hand on the foul. It took a minute kind of holding his hand out near the center court stripe. He switches that
shot.
Yeah, you're not going to have another miss from the line tonight, I don't think, for Hinton. He does not miss often. Season low 24 points against Claflin. He had 25 only last night against Eckerd. Those free throws are pure. He's had 3 31 or more point games in addition to the 44 and the 49 this season. Gamble from deep.
Looks good.
He smiles and says, "You can't stop it. You can't stop me." 6 for 7 from deep.
That time he just backed a little bit deeper.
Yep.
As we said, it was deeper, but it's in his range.
It's totally in his range. Driving to the hoop and a goaltend call on Downer.
You got to give him style points for that.
I will give him credit. You get up that high, you get credit. 8 minutes exactly left here in the first half. A 6-point lead for Tampa.
At some point, Joel Hopkins has got to say, anyone on 21? Anyone? Bueller?
Yeah. Gamble says, "I'm open." And Moreno will shoot free throws as he is fouled by Imani Miller. And that'll be Miller's third.
Well, we saw Anthony Gamble hit 10 in a game, and we were amazed.
Yeah, that tied the school record.
And he's more than halfway there, just a little over halfway through the half.
Yeah, we have a timeout here on the floor. 7:48 left in the first half. Tampa 37, Shaw 31 here on the SSC Digital Network.
And did you know that our team has its own official orthopedic physicians? Let's give a big shout out to Dr. Seth Gasser and his Florida Orthopedic Institute, and to the sports medicine team they have for keeping our players safe and providing athletic training services and medical care to UT student athletes. And the Crown Plaza offers business travelers high levels of comfort, service, and amenities. Visit Crown Plaza Hotels and Resorts. Crown Plaza, it is the place to meet. And Martz is the official chariot of the Spartans. It's Martz First Class Coach. If you need to charter a bus, go online at www.martzfirst.com.
I mentioned Devon Kelsey's three-point shooting. He's made a couple already in this game, and as I said, he's made at least 6 threes 3 times this season. In fact, I think he had 13 made threes over the last 2 games.
Wow.
But he's also a big-time shooter. Last season, he set a school record by making 12 threes in a game.
Wow.
Against Barton. Scored a career-high 39 points. This year, they played Barton again. He was 0 for 6 from deep. He probably went in thinking, I'm going to light it up tonight.
They looked at the tape.
Yeah, and we know how to stop him this year. Moreno with a swish, 38-31.
They've only had one game this year where they scored less than 80.
Yeah. And Moreno again.
3 times over 90.
He's got 6 points.
4 times. 4 times over 90.
Yeah. Hinton scores. He's got 12, and he's not done.
No, he's working it right now.
He is on pace for another 40, 45, 50-point game. You never know.
A lot of his damage lately. There's a steal.
Great anticipation by Hinton, and he slams it home and off his head. Great anticipation. He just saw that one being floated out his way, and he took off and got it. He's long and lean, athletic. 4-point lead for Tampa, 39-35. There's
nice
Ibrahim. Ooh, a little floater. Nothing wrong with that. 41-35. Catch and shoot. Kelsey. I'm telling you.
Wow.
It's a shootout if you got to get it out.
Stopwatch and a finish line.
Kelsey with his third made three. He's got 9 points now, 3 of 6 from deep. 41-38. Driving Moreno. Oh. Nice try, didn't get the finish. A near turnover, and yes it is. The outlet pass was zipped out there by Jalil Carter and did not connect with his teammate. I think it was just a tough outlet pass there. So there's a timeout on the floor once again with 6:29 remaining. 41-38 the score. Tampa on top by 3.
Brent Duncan into the lineup now. Started to come in a few minutes ago, but now officially in the game.
Now, do you have a number 13 on your listing, your roster? For Shaw. Yep. Pushing ahead and getting it up and in was Devon Kelsey. I do not have a 13, and there's another 13 on the floor right now. And he's not listed on the
Richard Shout.
Oh, it's Shout. He's wearing a different jersey. He was number 25 earlier, so he's number 13. There we go. On the roster that was printed off their website, he was 25. I guess he's changed the number. Hinton, tough shot. No good. Short, and I think over the back, yeah. And that's going to be a bonus opportunity to shoot free throws here. So the Spartans will shoot a 1-on-1, as that's the 7th team foul. The Spartans have 5 team fouls right now, so Shaw's not yet in the bonus. Ibrahim is out. Colley is in, as I mentioned, along with Moreno, Gamble, Buffalo, and Brent Duncan.
Spartans had 50 points at halftime yesterday. They're going to need 50 to have a shot at the lead today at halftime.
They've been scoring. They've been up and down, and they scored 99 in the win that gave Richard Schmidt his 700th victory against Florida Tech, at Florida Tech, 99-69 score. You know, I remember talking to Justin Pecker before the season. We talked about it here on the air as the free throw is good. He said Richard Schmidt's going to let him play. We're not going to call plays each and every time down. We're going to just let him run and play basketball and see what happens. And I think these last 2 or 3 games, we've seen that. I didn't notice it so much early in the season, but it looks to me like as these teams have gotten used to playing together, the players getting used to playing together on this team.
Well, look at this stat. They're averaging 72 points a game, conference 79. So the last few games, the conference games are averaging much more.
Yeah, Florida Tech, 99 points there. So if free throws good, it's 45-40. They did end up with just 80, if you can say that, against Limestone, but won by 29 as the whole bench played a lot.
Hinton just kind of tucked that ball, and
it's not yet a shooting foul, so they'll have to inbound. Hinton thought it was.
He still thinks it is.
Yeah, in fact, I think the coaches think it is as well. They think it's a shooter. It's not a shooter. Is it? Well,
didn't think so. I thought he was doing an off-tackle play, going through the line. You're right. Now they've called it off.
Yeah, it's only the 6th team foul.
Yes. So, and he wasn't shooting.
Yeah, and despite the fact that everybody lined up thinking Hinton was going to get more free throws, I guess if you play for Shaw, you just expect to just go to the free throw line because Hinton is going to be there a lot. So the next foul will put him on the line for a 1-on-1. That could happen any second now. Moreno defending the NCAA Division II scoring leader. Hinton rises for 2. A little long.
Yep.
The rebound hauled in there, though, by Shout. Richard Shout, near steal, off Moreno, out of bounds. 45-40.
You know, you look at Shaw, we're talking about all the free throws they shoot, is specifically Hinton. They only shoot 22.5 a game. Tampa shoots 21 a game.
That's
so
right.
Not an exorbitant amount.
No. Both teams shooting 56% from the floor right now. Moreno tips, stays after it, and a foul on Hinton.
Now Moreno just went colliding into a chair, face first.
And
first chair
asking for a trainer to come down. They said
immediately. He went to the ground, and one of the chairs, just one of the chairs for the players and the coaches, and he just slid right into it. Face first.
Well, they will tend to him, and
he's up.
Yeah, that's a good sign. They're going to walk him slowly back. I would think there might have to be a blood issue there, but perhaps not. In any case, it is going to be free throws for him if he can walk it off and get himself back together. A 1-on-1 situation. Hinton picking up the personal foul, his first.
Thought I saw something on the forehead.
Well, he took quite a bump.
Yeah.
They're going to give him time to kind of be tended to see if they can get him back on the stripe. Shaw's not going to hurry him, I don't think, although they might get Ibrahim in to shoot the free throws.
Looked like they were thinking that. You mentioned after today, they locked the doors here. Spartans back in action on December 29th against Embry-Riddle on the road.
On the road, yeah.
We are not back until, since we only do home games, we are not back until January 2nd, which is a Wednesday night. Palm Beach Atlantic comes to town.
Women's game at 5:30, the men's game at 7:30. They're saying the technical foul is on Colley. What did he do? Did he run up and cause an issue somehow?
I'll see if we can get one of the officials to come over and explain it.
Well, they'll talk it over, and I'm sure Hinton will go to the line to shoot the technical free throw. They're saying let's get started again. There should be a 1-on-1 free throw here for Tampa.
Now it looks like they're just inbounding the ball. Tyler Wilson quickly into the game for Tampa.
Well, I don't understand why they're not shooting if it was indeed a technical foul on Colley. And that's what the stats monitor is showing.
Spartans with 6 men on the court. Power play.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. And again, if that was a foul, and they said it was earlier, a foul on Hinton, that would have been free throws then. They're in the bonus, are they not?
Yeah. That's their
should have been a 1-on-1, I thought. I don't understand that at all. Hinton grabs the defensive rebound there.
Couldn't quite hear what they said. I thought they said technical foul.
Well, yeah, they absolutely did, and that's what shows on the monitor. Oh, they're showing a technical foul on Colley and one on Hinton. Okay.
Are they offsetting?
Offsetting? Yeah, they are, actually. They are offsetting, so no free throws there. But still, would there not have been a free throw shot? That's the part I don't understand.
So I think if you shoot free throws, they don't offset because you could miss yours and I could make mine and I get the point, the differential. So why should you just say, no, we're not going to shoot?
And there's another missed free throw by Hinton. That's his last miss.
He's done for the year.
He's done for the year. Yeah, he won't miss again all year.
Yeah.
Well, Bellarmine was into the game. He now sits back down. Gamble's in, along with number 32, Brendan Baker. You mentioned Tyler Wilson. He's in. Also Brent Duncan. And that free throw by Hinton is good. Freddie Ibrahim is playing the point right now.
Anthony Gamble, the only starter out there right now for Tampa.
Gamble. He looked over at the bench and got a taunt. Yeah, he looked over, smiled, and said something to the bench, and that, you know, he had fun. He said it over here to the crowd when he hit it from the near side, but you can't look at the bench and say something.
And the referee who was 3 feet away from you.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, that's the only downside of his night so far, as he is connected on 7, has he not?
7, yes. Do we trust the monitor here?
We definitely don't, because it says that it was Duncan that hit the shot, a three-pointer. So we're having some technical issues with these stats so far tonight.
Oh, my goodness.
And Hinton, because it's a 2-shot technical, Makes them both. Again,
I'm pretty sure he's 7 of 8.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure as well. Can't swear to it.
Attest to it yet.
No.
Because we're not the official scorers, but we may be more official than them.
Well, it's 48-43 according to the scoreboard in the house. 47-43 on the stats monitor. We're going with the scoreboard in the house.
47 and a half.
We'll average it up and round up.
Yeah, we round up 48.
Yep. Hinton with 10 to shoot. Gives it up. Kitchen, check that. It goes in, back to Hinton. He's going to put it up and in. He's a big-time talent.
Well, he is more than halfway to his average, and he started slow.
Yeah, he's got 19 points, and he's missed a couple of free throws, which is stunning. And Brendan Baker! His first made three-pointer of the season.
Maybe for his career.
Maybe. We could check it out. And he's fouled. Has a chance for a very rare 4-point play.
I got the intern on it.
All right. You're good to go? Okay. Yep. You got it covered. Brendan Baker, you talked about he's starting to get a little bit more playing time.
Yep.
But has scored only 2 points in 7 games played. So he exceeded his season total by hitting that three-pointer right there. This is one of the stranger games we've seen.
It is.
I mean, there's still 4:18 left in the half, and it's 51-45.
Yes.
And we got one player for Tampa that has made 7 threes, even though the monitor doesn't say that. And Brendan Baker.
He has hit. That was his second made three.
Second career three. All right.
Hit one last year.
Missed the free throw, though, so he doesn't get the 4-point play. Disappointing. There's a nice defensive play by Duncan, knocking the ball out of bounds. Moreno's going to come back into the game for Tyler Wilson.
Duncan won't let you push him around.
It's really interesting to see Brent Duncan and Brendan Baker on the floor at the same time. We haven't seen a lot of that this year.
Exactly.
Whistle foul.
It was about 10 minutes ago or so of basketball time. I said it didn't seem like Shaw was looking more so than not to get hitting in the offense.
Yeah.
But he's just sort of taken over since.
Right. He's already shot 8 free throws now here in the half, and he'll have a couple more when we come back. Timeout on the floor with 3:59 left. In the first half, it's Tampa 51, Shaw University 45.
And the Barnes & Noble bookstore has all your needs in one spot. Stop by and grab the latest UT gear. They have snacks on the run as well as thousands of accessories for everyday needs. Open Monday through Saturday, located on the first floor of the Vaughn Center. If you need to, shop online anytime you want at utampa.bncollege.com. And if you're hungry, Walter's Press Box on South Dale Mabry, not far from here, Tampa's original sports emporium and eatery. It's been serving for over 20 years. The Press Box, Tampa's favorite place to watch the big game. The Press Box, 222 South Dale Mabry.
Both teams are 15 of 26 from the floor, 58%. The Spartans have made 8 of their last 10 field goal attempts, and Shaw's made 7 of its last 9, unofficially.
These are fantasy numbers.
They really are. Stats monitor showing Gamble with 18, but there's no question in my mind they gave that three-pointer to the wrong guy earlier.
Well, Duncan's got one listed, and he doesn't have one.
Yeah. Yeah. Brendan Baker's the one that just hit the three that was.
And they have him for one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Duncan is the guy. Sure that they usually will make corrections at halftime.
Well, they give it to 22 instead of 21, so I'm sure it was just a typo.
Probably so.
If we tell Brent Duncan, he'll say, it's fine, leave it as is.
Yeah. Hinton with 20 points with 3:59 left here in the half.
And he had 5 at about the 10-minute mark.
This is silly. This is video game stuff.
And a steal.
And this is going to be 2 more big time. Well, he didn't hammer it hard up there.
Just barely made it. Not like when I used to dunk.
Hey, he's got a lot of scoring yet to do.
Yeah.
He's I'm not going to hurt myself. It's 23 points.
You know, humans only have a finite amount of energy, so you can't use it all.
But the other thing is there was a trailer. Maybe he was a little concerned about going up hard and being fouled from behind. Whistle and a foul. Free throws coming here.
So he is on a pace right now to set a new single-game scoring record for his school, which he set a couple weeks ago, and he had earlier set a couple weeks before that.
Ibrahim for three. No good. Rebound by Gamble. He puts it up, and no good. He's knocked to the floor, no whistle. Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll still be Tampa ball with a new shot clock.
Can't forget Anthony Gamble also has 21 points. Hasn't been corrected here, but
yeah, a moment ago he was the leading scorer in the game at 21. Got a wet spot on the floor, so we'll take a moment. Again, Shaw University's got a couple of guys capable of really having big games. Devon Kelsey has a 39-point game in his career, and obviously Amir Hinton with 4 40-point games in his career, 40-plus, obviously. 42, 46, 44, 49. 3 more games this season alone of 31 or more. A couple of wet spots, apparently, one at each end of the floor. And Devon Kelsey was down there orchestrating, saying, look right here, there's a wet spot. Momentary delay. Spartans are 6-4 on the season. They've won their last 2. The Shaw University Bears have lost their last 2. They were out-rebounded by Eckerd 36-20. That was one of the real issues for them, but they're out-rebounding Tampa here today.
Gamble now in the post for the Spartans. He's the biggest. Duncan maybe a little bigger, but
he steps out, shoots the 3. Ooh, he is definitely on fire. That was right there, just on line but short. And Hinton was fouled about 4 times driving to the basket, no whistle, and he scores.
25.
Tied at 51, folks, with 2:48 left. Whistle out of bounds, back to Tampa. Both teams on pace for 100-point nights. You mentioned last night, Tampa led 50-30 at halftime, but only scored 30 in the second half.
And I said a few minutes ago, Tampa's going to have 50 just to have the lead.
And they might not.
I fell short of that.
They might not.
Still 2:46 to go.
Gamble takes the inbound pass. Did a nice job of not showing that the pass was headed his way. To the last minute. Moreno with the right hand.
He's really getting that shot often and making them.
53-51 Tampa. Up by 2 over Shaw. Good double team on Hinton. He gives it up. Catch and shoot by Kelsey. No good. Rebound. Look out. Brent Duncan to the hoop. Off his body and out of bounds. It'll be Shaw ball.
Right, there's your aircraft carrier.
Yeah. Lost the handle. Yeah. He was ahead of the pack and then tried to do a little wheeling and dealing and turned it over. Shaw now with a chance to tie or take the lead. Hinton with 25. Gamble with 21 by my scoring.
I believe you.
Kelsey again catch and shoot 3. He's unconscious. He's a little Mahmoud Abdul Rauf with his 3-point shooting. He just catches and shoots. 54, 53.
You mean Jackson?
Chris Jackson? Yeah. No good. Feed inside. Pretty assist by Moreno to Brent Duncan. Spartans back up by 1.
It sounded like you had to have that name memorized.
Pretty much did.
Yeah.
I also called Sharif Abdul-Rahim when he was at California in a college game his freshman year. And then he went pro, and I thought, oh, he's not that good. And he turned out to be really darn good. 1:17 left. Moreno trying to stay close to Kelsey because Kelsey has shown he can shoot it. Hinton, alley-oop, little scoop, no good. Just beat the shot clock. Didn't get the roll. It's almost a shock when he doesn't get.
Yeah.
3-pointer by Baker. The shooter's bounce, thank you very much. His second 3-pointer of the game.
Well, that's just going to give him confidence.
I'll say. His first ever 2 3-pointer game. Baker with 6. 2 for 2 from deep. 58-54, 40 seconds left. Hinton says, foul me. I'll go make some free throws. Or not. He has got 27. Unbelievable. On pace for 54 points tonight. And it may be more than that. And no, they're going to call an offensive foul.
He threw the arm out.
Moreno threw the arm out. You caught it, Jack. And so, Shaw, as they'll turn off the shot clock, Shaw University will have a chance to tie or take the lead into the locker room at halftime. Moreno picks up his second personal foul, and so they'll bring Tyler Wilson in to make sure that Alberto does not pick up his third personal foul. Hinton also has 5 assists in this game. He walks the ball across. Defended by Ibrahim. 10 to shoot. Clock ticking down. Hinton gets double teamed by Gamble. He still is triple teamed now. Ball knocked away. Got it back. Oh my goodness! What a dunk by Hinton! Are you kidding me? With emphasis and authority, 29 first half points by Amir Hinton, the NCAA Division II scoring leader, and all he does is tie the game at half at 58.
And he's 3 points short of his average.
Unbelievable.
At the moment.
Unbelievable. What a performance. 29 first half points by Hinton and 21 first half points for Gamble, who made 7 of 9 from 3. We're having quite a show here tonight. Hope you're enjoying it on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. Welcome back, everybody. We're just a minute or so away from the start of the second half here at Tampa. The score is 58-58. An incredible first half of offense as Amir Hinton has scored 29 points on 10 of 17 shooting. He's made 8 of 10 from the line, 1 of 3 from deep. He also has 3 steals and 5 assists, but 29 points. He is just 3 points under his season scoring average, and again, as Jack has mentioned, he is the leading scorer in the nation at 32.3 points per game. But what a half he had, and finished it with style there with the dunk in the final seconds of the first half. Anthony Gamble with 21 points and 7 of 9 from deep. He's only 3 made threes away from tying his school record of made threes. 13 points for Vincent Biffle, 21, as I mentioned, for Gamble, 10 points for Alberto Moreno in the first half. The only other player in double figures for Shaw, along with the 29 for Hinton, was Devon Kelsey, who scored 14, making 4 of 8 from deep. We did get a clarification, by the way. Looking at the monitor, sorry, the score is changed once again on the monitor, and we haven't played yet this half.
Tampa's taking the lead.
Yeah,
before the first possession.
There'll be okay. We'll work that out. But the bottom line is, we had a clarification on that. The double technical in the first half. Again, nobody shoots because they're offsetting.
I disagree with that.
I understand you disagree, but that is real. The thing I didn't realize at first, I thought I couldn't figure out why they didn't shoot because it would have been the 7th team foul, but it was on a throw-in. Nobody had control of it, so it was a team control.
That's right. It was thrown in and then batted around.
It was called team control. So therefore, on a team control with the balls knocked around, there's no free throw shot. It's like an offensive foul, if you will. Yeah. But it wasn't really credited to Hinton. It was a team control issue. Okay. I have never heard of that.
No.
It's never come up in any game I've ever done.
Because it was an inbounds pass. It wasn't like he stole the ball and they were fighting for possession.
Right.
No one had actually controlled it. Now, I've said this a couple times. I disagree on the offsetting technicals. My logic is, they say we won't shoot because they're offsetting. Well, you make your free throw on your team, I miss mine. That's a 1-point difference.
It is.
And that, but I think that point is huge.
The rules committee, NCAA rules committee, I think, did that. I mean, initially, way back in the day. Yeah. It's been offsetting forever. It's offsetting in the NBA.
I know.
And in fact, that's one way that the officials clean up all the garbage play, the way guys are beating on each other in the low post. They give them both a tee and
then carry on.
But stop it. Just stop it. So 58 all as we start the second half, and Hinton picks up right where he left off by shooting free throws. He'll go to the line for 2, maybe 3. He is fouled by Biffle.
He wanted his scoring average on that shot, and he would have gotten it.
Well, yeah, he could have had a 4-point play even had it gone.
Now, just before half ended, walking over outside here, Pat Bacon, the great Spartan guard who broke his foot and had surgery yesterday, comes in on crutches. And I said, I didn't see you earlier. He says, I was watching you guys on TV, and I had to come over and help my team.
Oh, nice. Well, I wish you could shoot. I wish you could play.
He said, I was home in bed, and I got too frustrated. I said, do you didn't like the broadcast? He says, no, you guys are great. He said, I came to help my team.
Wow. First free throw by Hinton gives him 30 points. 31. He's not going to miss another one tonight from the line. He's missed 2 already. That's more than you could ever expect. 60-58.
But he's 10 of 12. I mean, he is a high volume. Everything.
There's a 3-pointer straight away by Colley. Colley knocks down one.
I mean, the Spartans are 12 of 21 from deep.
Colley did not score in the first half, missed his first 2 3-point tries, and he gives the Spartans a 1-point lead. Largest lead for Shaw has been 6 points. I think they led 12-6 early in the game, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct.
And to the basket, up, no good. Rebound, Bellarmine is in the game. That miss there by Owens, rebounded there, and here's Biffle. Boom. Wow. Nice shot, 19-footer straight away.
Sometimes when you have a halftime, it changes the pace of the game. Not yet.
No, no, we have not seen that. No, we have not. It's Gamble, Moreno. This is Hinton, defended by Bellarmine, rises up, shoots. It's no good. Stunning that didn't go in. Ball stolen away by Moreno. He takes it, and now he's double teamed, gets trapped in the corner, gives it out to Biffle. Biffle gives it to Colley. Colley lobs inside to Bellarmine. Bellarmine is pushed, shoved, puts it up, no good, too hard, tips it to himself. No, Hinton pulls down the rebound. Hinton goes the other way, leaves it for Kelsey in control, missed the three-pointer. Hinton saves, but the ball knocked away and picked up by Biffle. Biffle in transition. Gamble, long three. Not good this time. He had made 7 of his first 9. Rebound, though, the long board into the hands of Devon Colley. Jack stepped away for just a moment. He's going to go try to check on the score, I think. All the way to the basket is Alberto Moreno. Moreno gives the Spartans a 5-point lead at 65-60. Hinton slows it up, walks it across. Again, we have not seen him shoot a lot of threes. Now we can see that the Spartans are trying to double Hinton, get the ball out of his hands. That ball tipped up and around and into the hands of Moreno, pushing ahead. Here goes Gamble. Puts it up. No good, but he's fouled. And he'll go to the charity stripe. Alex Owens picking up the personal foul, his 3rd. So to the line goes Gamble. 21 first half points. If you're looking at the stats monitor at home while listening to our broadcast, you'll see that he only has 18 prior to the free throw there, and it gives him 19, but he did make 7 threes, did he not, in the first?
He did. They've still got Duncan with one of his threes.
Yeah, they know that, so it will be corrected at some point. So we'll just have.
And they're missing another point too.
They're still missing a free throw that they can't figure out.
He said at the under 16 they'll try to get it fixed.
All right. So those of you playing along at home, we just want to let you know we're trying. Okay. 67-60 is the score.
We're pretty close.
The Spartans have come up and taken a 7-point lead after the game was tied at 58 at the break. Hinton. Ball knocked away. Nice steal. Biffle gave it up to Bellarmine. He got it back to Biffle. Now goes to Moreno, and they'll set her up and run the offense. Boy, you can see this change, and now Hinton goes up to try to catch the lob from Moreno, and does. Hinton, coast to coast, gives it up. Probably will get it back soon. Owens, he goes to the other side, and putting the shot up a little too hard is Dillard. Over the back, whistle and a foul over the top. Owens called, I think, his 4th. Yes, it is. 4th foul at the 16:35 mark. That could be big. So the Spartans with a 9-2 run here to start the third quarter, the second half. Gamble up to 23 points. The leading scorer for Tampa, Hinton, who is 10 of 18 from the floor, including a three-pointer, and 10 of 12 from the line. He has 31 points. Wow. Colley, another straightaway 3. He's hit 2 here in the half. 6 points for Colley, and it's 70-60. Kelsey for 3. No good. Hinton, not Hinton. Check that. The rebound was corralled by Dillard, and he missed a point-blank jumper. Gets Gamble inside. Strong to the basket. Too hard. Got his own rebound. Puts it up. Nice. And it in. Chance for a three-point play now as the Spartans up their lead to 12.
Well, we know Anthony Gamble had 10 threes, so we know his career high is at least 30. Do you remember if he ended up for that game?
Absolutely. He had 32 points in that game, and he's at 25 right now. 25 points in 21 minutes of court time.
Hitting 31 in 24 minutes.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
That's productivity right there.
Both sides.
Gamble just with a sweet touch tonight. He has come to play. He's got 26.
And the Spartans have opened up a lead here.
Indeed they have. A 15-2 run to start the half, and that ball's knocked away.
On the line.
On the line. Kelsey dribbled it on the line. Disagreed. And there's timeout on the floor with 15:48 left here in the game. It's Tampa 73 and Shaw University 60. A 15-2 run, Jack.
All right, let's tell you some other stuff going on here. Okay. Great sponsors. Connected via Skybridge to the Tampa Convention Center. It's the Embassy Suites, and it offers a convenient location. It is close to dining and entertainment in downtown Tampa, close to campus. Just a few blocks away from here comes Stay in Luxury at 513 South Florida Avenue. And your trusted Tampa Subaru dealer is Mastro Subaru. It's at 6402 West Hillsborough Avenue. Customers, go on in and check their huge Subaru inventory. Also, you'll receive full-service maintenance on any vehicle. And as a Spartan sponsor, watch for Mastro's UT staff and student specials at Mastro Subaru. Our reputation rides with you.
Shaw's gone over 4 minutes without a point. Interestingly, Amir Hinton scored half of his team's points in the first half, 29 of the 58. He scored all of those points
all of them this half.
in the second half. I can say that, but it's only 2.
Yes.
2
And you
points.
said you weren't a math major.
I can do it all. I used to do stats for NBA teams when I wasn't calling games, just for fun. Spartans inbound, Biffle to Colley. Colley with a couple of straightaway threes in the second half has helped put the Spartans up by 13. 73-60. Hinton defending Colley. Colley drives into the lane. Scoops with the left hand. What a play.
That was a 720.
Well, and Colley had a few words for Hinton after making the basket. The officials didn't see it. Otherwise, we might have had another tee. 17-2 run. 75-60 to score. They have really stopped Hinton, and by putting the taller Bellarmine on and sending a double team constantly. As soon as he puts the ball on the floor, there's a double.
That was just good D there. Hinton wanted a foul, but
Gamble, I thought he was going to dunk it. He did not, and it rolls off the iron and off the fingers of Imani Miller. Out of bounds to Tampa. Just under 15 minutes to play in the game. The Spartans up by 15.
Shaw a little disjointed so far in this half.
And it's stunning. I mean, a lot of times when you see one player having a big game, sometimes other players kind of get lost in the shuffle. As Gamble puts it up, no good. Rebound, Bellamy. Nice rebound basket by Cedric Bellamy.
The Spartans are winning the battles right now.
Yeah, they were even, I guess, in the first half of rebounding. Actually, Tampa with a 13-12 edge. There was a point where Shaw was actually out-rebounding Tampa. Dillard gives it up. And here, catch and shoot, 3, deflected, I think.
Marino got something on
it. I heard something.
Yeah.
Did you?
Changed direction.
I think he got a finger on it. Here comes a 3-point shot off the front of the iron, tipped up by Bellamy. Once, twice, got a rebound. And he's fouled! Oh, what a play by Cedric Bellamy! 79-60. Right now, a 21-2 run. This is incredible.
58 all at halftime. And then a couple free throws put Shaw up 60-58, and they haven't scored since. And the Spartans have scored 21.
Alex Owens with 4 fouls coming back into the game, saying it's now or never. We're down 19, maybe 20 if Cedric Bellamy hits the free throw. The adjustment at halftime has made all the difference. Every time Hinton has the ball, as soon as he puts the ball down, a double is coming. And they have Bellamy, who started the second half, guarding him.
Yeah.
He's taller, and it's causing Hinton a whole peck of trouble.
Maybe the most athletic player on the team.
That shot blocked. Philip Garner went strong to the basket, but he is fouled and will shoot free throws.
Anthony Gamble intervenes before Bellamy can discuss the foul with the ref.
That is the 3rd foul on Cedric Bellamy. He's the only Spartan with 3 personal fouls. Both Miller and Owens have 4 for Shaw.
You know, Justin Pekka told us before the game that we'll just play straight up on Hinton and not let the other players beat us. I think they finally said, well, he's beating us.
Yeah, he's at least keeping them even, that's for sure. He made 1 out of 2, so that gets him off the scoring side. They had gone a long time without scoring. And
almost 6 minutes.
Had 4 turnovers in the last 5:45.
Good block.
Good block, good defense. Moreno lost the ball on his way up.
Right back.
The ball away, and a foul is called. And Richard Schmidt was debating the call. The official says, no way. And Richard turns away.
Yeah.
And says, okay, whatever. It looked like a pretty clean strip. It did strip.
It did.
It's the 3rd team foul for Tampa. It was on Moreno. That is his 3rd. Shaw has 4 personal fouls this half. Tampa 3. Dillard inbounds to Shaw. Look at Bellamy. He has really been a difference in this game. Just with his defense. He did a lot of offense last game.
Yep.
No good by Dillard. Tipped up and in by Owens.
Well, you can tell he makes a difference because hitting on the drive there, first half he'd have shot that. This time, Bellarmine was stride for stride, and he dished out back to the 3-point line.
Biffle lost the handle trying to get it to a wide open Gamble. And it slips out of bounds over the baseline. Moreno will come out as the substitution is Freddie Ibrahim, number 5. Hinton brings it across. Bellarmine picks him up. Ibrahim may come and double. Did not this time. They changed it up a little bit.
Oh, that's a lot of steps.
Yep. It's a good finish, but not a very good start.
They penalize you for that.
Yep, they did this time. And Ibrahim has the ball stripped from him. A nice job that time by Dillard. And now a foul. Shooting 3. Ibrahim fouls Philip Garner. So free throws coming up for Gardner. He's just 3 of 6 this season. Averages a little under 5 points a game. The 6'2" senior out of Atlanta, Georgia, Payne High School. And he makes the free throw. Garner has a couple of points now. And he misses that one. Well, Shaw really has to peck away here. They don't have to get it all at once, but when the clock stopped, you'd really like the free throws to go if you're Shaw, Coach Joel Hopkins. And he missed 2 out of 3.
2 out of 3, yep.
Bellarmine and Dillard had some words as they went for that rebound. Here's Gamble. High arcing shot is in. Gamble just continues to pour it on.
Not just a 3-point shooter.
He's got 28. Driving to the basket and up and in is Garner. Phil Garner. I don't think he's the Garner that played for the Pirates.
No.
Scrap iron? Yep, scrap iron Garner. Different guy.
Yep.
Different era, different generation by a couple of
different sports.
Yeah, different sport.
Doesn't have a mustache.
Here's a 3-point shot by Biffle. No good. And 2 up. Into the hands of Bellarmine. He throws it up awkwardly, but got his own rebound, puts it up again, and he fouls.
Does he work hard underneath?
He really does.
We talked to him after yesterday's game when he had a double-double, and he said the secret to his rebounding is he looks at the angles. He knows if a player shoots from a certain side where it should go and stuff. And I said, I used to do that. I knew players, if they shot from a side, it should bound up, but I could never get there.
Yeah.
I never even thought it.
In his room for the whole half and saw that last dunk by Hinton that capped his 29-point half. He might have just wanted to come over and see that guy. Who wouldn't? He's put on quite a show. But give Richard Schmidt, Justin Peck a ton of credit. They changed the way they were defending him, putting Bellarmine in, the taller guy, and they get the ball in just in time to Biffle.
And in reality, a more athletic player on him as well. The only concern was Hinton drives a lot, and would they get fouls on him?
Biffle to the hoop, reverse no good. Bellarmine tips it up once, twice, keeps it alive. He's got such length, long arms, and he's got the size as well. 6'7". Kept it alive, and Spartans will
It's like he was on a pogo stick there.
Oh, yeah. He's got quick hops, no doubt.
Yep.
The length is so incredible. They say 6'7". I really think he might be 6'8". I mean, he's got some size. Oh, look at that.
What did he do?
He could not believe he was that open.
Yep.
He couldn't believe it. He stuck his left hand out, and they just threw it there, and it was an easy play. Collie grabs the rebound and says, we're going to slow it down and take care of the ball. 10.5 to play. Under that now. An 11-point lead for Tampa. Collie pulls it back out, 15 to shoot. Bellarmine sets a high screen. Bounce pass in to Bellarmine. There's a nice play.
Nice play.
Pick and roll, baby. Pick and roll. From the very first time.
6 assists for Collie.
But Naismith put the basket up there. I think the pick and roll was already in the offense. To the basket.
He's part of there.
Yep. Garner, another basket. He's had a couple where he gets all the way to the hoop.
It's still in that territory where with 10 minutes to go, you're like, this isn't sealed.
Definitely not.
Signed, sealed, and delivered yet.
There's a nice mid-range jumper, but it's over the back. They're going to call over the back.
That's not what you want to get for your fourth foul.
Fourth foul on the 16th foul, so both teams will be in the 1-and-1 on the next personal. And this can change the game. If Bellarmine has to come out. Richard Schmidt's talking to Justin Peck and says, what do you think?
You ride him until the fifth?
Well, I don't know. I
think he would sit him down for a little bit.
I do too. And they're going to send the big guy, Marco Downer, back into the game.
That might move Gamble out to Hinton.
But I think they'll continue to send the double team.
Right. Gamble was on him earlier.
Moreno had a spell where he was guarding him as well. Ball knocked away by Collie into the hands of Ibrahim. Good defense that time down. Exactly 9 minutes to play. An 11-point lead for Tampa. Can the Spartans hold on? Inside it goes to Collie. Pump fakes. Draws contact and scores. He'll have a chance for a three-point play.
That'll get Collie to double digits. Fourth Spartan player there.
Brent Duncan will be checking in. I think. Well, we'll see who he comes in for here in just a moment. Probably Bellarmine, but should they not let him in now? The official.
It's not a two-shot foul because he made the bucket, so he should be able to come in now.
I would think so.
Not sure what the refs are discussing.
And maybe Richard Schmidt called him back.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a gamble. If he's playing with four, and he is.
But he didn't tell him to go sit down.
No.
He's standing right next to the coaches and the scorer's table. Now he's going. Somehow they're.
I know what they're doing.
They waited until he had the ball in his hand.
And that's so that if he makes the free throw, they could set up the full court press.
Okay.
But because they would have blown the buzzer and let him in at that point. But he missed the free throw, so that kind of foiled the strategy. And now Bellarmine is in danger.
Nice.
Collie with a nice play defensively. Ibrahim has it
right there.
Yep, it goes the other direction, and there's the dunk at the other end. Assist by Hinton. The dunk by Owens. Nice play.
7 assists for Hinton.
88-77. All kind of double scores up there. Collie to Biffle on the left wing. Hinton guarding him. Biffle draws it out. Bellarmine has to be careful not to foul on this rebound, and that's a big make just for that reason.
Biffle had to rise high for that one.
Biffle with 18 points. That's his third triple of the game, and it's 90-77.
50% from three-pointers. 13 of 26.
Look at that double team.
Yep.
Bellarmine and Colley. And a steal by Gamble. He was going out of bounds.
I don't think you can call a timeout.
No. Gamble didn't know the rule. Colley said, no, you can't do that.
Not anymore. Not for about the last 5 years.
No. It used to happen a lot. And
I didn't like that rule either.
No, you used to see it in the NBA. And Richard Schmidt's saying, hey, come on, didn't he have the ball? But no. That's just the way it is. Timeout on the floor. 13-point lead for Tampa with 7:48 remaining. 90-77 over Shaw.
Sailport Waterfront Suites here in Tampa. Tampa's only all-waterfront, all-suite resort located on beautiful Rocky Point Island, just minutes away from UT. Sailport is a refreshing alternative to typical big-box hotels. They have spacious rooms and waterfront relaxation. Sailport Waterfront Suites, an official partner of UT Athletics. And for generations, Krispy Kreme has been serving delicious donuts and coffee. Stop by for an original glazed donut or other variety paired with a hot coffee. Visit your Krispy Kreme, the closest one here on West Kennedy. Krispy Kreme serving hot donuts now.
The switching to Bellarmine guarding Hinton along with the double team. Anybody close, come fly and double him, has really stopped Hinton. He had 29 points at halftime. He has only 5 points in this second half.
Well, he had 5 after 10 minutes of the game. He scored 24 in the last 10 minutes of the first half.
Yeah.
So it's not like he's dormant right now.
No.
Or done.
Not like he's done, but the strategy change has made a huge difference. Bellamine's now out of the game, which again was the attempt anyway to protect him with the 4 fouls. But we'll see. Colley's been very active defensively. That's been one of the real credit here in the second half. Hinton almost picked up a personal foul on Duncan. To the basket. He throws it in. Let's see if they count it.
I think
they're going to look and see. The outside official's going to say, well, he drove and he made it. And I think they counted it.
I haven't seen them signal good.
I think
it's 90-79 though.
No, I think he did. Actually.
Okay.
Yep. But it was not right away. So he's going to go to the line to try to cap a 3-point play. The foul.
It's been a much more frustrating half for Hinton, evidenced by when he just had the little bouncing off of Brent Duncan.
And he missed another free throw.
Wow.
3 misses tonight. I bet that's his season high.
I can check. I printed out his individual stats.
He's 11 of 14 tonight. Colley throws, the ball stolen. Therefore, a little too lackadaisical with it. There's the lob to Hinton. He couldn't get up high enough to catch it. Colley with it now. Look out. He throws ahead to Biffle. 3-on-1. Here's the dunk. Big time slam by Brent Duncan. Oh, baby. He's got 60. Stolen. Here goes Colley with a nice easy lay-in. What a sequence right there. Wow. It's a 15-point lead with 7 minutes remaining. Holy smokes. Things really happen quickly there. So 3 is the most he's missed?
He has missed his last 2 games. He has missed 3 free throws.
Wow. Hinton throws it up.
A 12 of 15, but he's 4 of 7 yesterday. It's been tough down here in Florida.
He's playing in great frustration. Nice feed. Colley gives it up and tipped in his own miss. Nice job by Freddie Ibrahim. And it's 96-79 with 6.5 minutes left.
I'm sure this is not going to be a single game scoring record. I just think the way the teams in this conference play, it's probably in the 120s.
Probably so.
But let me check. I think I've got info here.
Devon Dillard with a scoop and a miss. And here goes Ibrahim. He's hammered. He'll shoot free throws with 6:11 remaining. A chance to get the Spartans to 98. Well, in that first half, it looked like we were going to have a high-scoring affair, and that was no mistake. They certainly have had.
Well, a game you and I did a year ago, Barry was 107-103.
Yep.
Barry won that one. That was OT, wasn't it?
I'm not sure.
Might have been 2 OTs. Just a year ago, almost a year ago today.
Yeah. That's not their school record.
No, they don't have. That's just the last time they scored 100.
Yeah. We'll have to break out the old media guides and see if we can find that out. We'll have to call the intern.
Yep.
makes the first.
Until today, with Gamble with 33, the last time a Spartan scored 30 points, Marcel Robinson last year, February 17th, 35 against Embry-Riddle.
The 33 points by Gamble is a new career high for that young man. The redshirt senior, 3-year letter winner out of Newsom High, Riverview, Florida. 98-79. Ibrahim now with 8 points. They're forcing things up there, and it's not going down. The Spartans have numbers if they want to push. Biffle into the corner. Ibrahim for 3. It's off the iron, no. Rebound by Jalil Carter. 5:45 to play. Hinton lost the handle, got it back. Here's the double team again. Gamble thought he got pushed off. The three-pointer is good by Hinton.
He's flying.
He is now got 39.
All right, here we got the page.
All right, 39 points for Hinton.
Career, I don't want career.
Not even close to his season high. He's had 44 and 49. Straightaway 3 by Colley. He's hit 3 of those in the second half. Look at Ibrahim go and chase it down. Nice save by Freddie. Gamble was spotting up deep. He was ready to go again. He and Hinton have been having quite a little battle themselves. Colley drives. Into the corner it goes. Nice pump fake and a pretty shot, but it doesn't go. Rattle around and out. Biffle on the miss. Here's Hinton. Behind the back. Spins it up and in. There's a highlight for you. And he's only got, 41 now? Yeah, 41. His third 40-point game of the season.
49 is his career high, school high.
Colley will go to the line to shoot 2.
Which broke his record that he had set a couple weeks earlier when he had 44.
His 5th career 40-point game. He had 2, as we mentioned, in his first college stop at Lock Haven. He played 2 years there. Had a 42 and a 46 at Lock Haven. So, frankly, that 44-point game against East Stroudsburg earlier this year, it was a new high for him at Shaw. He'd had the 46-point game at Lock Haven, but the 49 then at Barton.
Broke them both.
It's okay, I'll settle this one way forever. And with still 4:35 to play, he still has a shot, folks, to get to 50.
Especially because of the fact that they're still somewhat in the game.
Yes, absolutely.
They need every point they can get to have a shot.
Well, how about this? 100 points for the Spartans tonight on the made free throws. Colley now with 12 points.
They had 103 against Barry just about a year ago, December 9th of 2017. But I'm pretty sure that was an overtime game.
There's the double team.
Yep.
Ibrahim and Duncan causing all kinds of problems for Hinton. Shaw just doesn't know what to do without the ball's taken out of Hinton's hands.
And they did okay without that in the first 10 minutes. He didn't get the ball a lot. He wasn't looking for his shot a lot.
Right.
And they were running and hitting. But then the game became his game. Things kind of changed.
Sometimes, as I started to say earlier, a team will start to stand around and just watch the guy with the hot hand do his thing.
Yep.
You see that a ton in the NBA. Hinton, what a beautiful feed inside. And he does not get an assist.
That's where you put an asterisk next to it and give him the assist.
Carter has to feel bad about that.
Hinton looks like he's feeling bad about that.
Well,
Are you kidding? I did everything right.
Would have been his 8th assist of the game to go with his 41 points. Biffle. Ibrahim, can he hit the 3? No good. Whistle and a foul.
Hitting to the deck.
And a T, an elbow. So a technical is called on Brett Duncan. As he was fighting for the rebound on the Ibrahim 3 from the corner. So it is a technical foul because it was an elbow up high against the head.
A flagrant, or is it a T, or is it just a flagrant?
It's a T. It's a technical.
Okay.
Well, on the scoring monitor, they just say a foul, but I believe that I saw him signal technical, and it's because the elbow to the head, they're trying to protect the players.
I thought they just called those flagrant 1 or flagrant 2.
I think in the NBA they do.
College they do. I've seen some games I've watched, and they stop and determine, was it flagrant 1 or 2? I try to get the ref's attention, but they don't seem to like to.
Well, they've changed it to a technical foul. I definitely saw him signal T.
Okay.
And then he swung his elbow, and then he pointed to his head. So I think if we've deciphered correctly, he was protecting the player who was hit in the head by the elbow of Duncan. So it's the third foul, or second foul on Duncan, because the technical does count as a foul. I'll tell you what, the change in this game, all the credit in the world to whoever decided, Richard Schmidt or Justin Pecker or both, they put their heads together and came out and said, what can we do to stop the guy? And they said, let's play Cedric on him. They put Bellarmine on him, and let's give him help by sending a double team anytime he puts the ball on the floor. Well, they're saying flagrant foul, but it's a technical officially, and so free throws coming. And I think it's a 2 free throw technical as well. So Hinton will have a chance to get a couple more points with the clock not ticking. 3:50 left in the game. He's missed 3 free throws tonight. Unbelievable. Nothing but net on that one. 42 points now for Hinton. 43. 43 for Hinton. Even the players on the floor want to know how many points Hinton has. Yeah. Phil Garner looked over and said, what?
43?
43? I said, yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's what I'm saying too. Hinton with the ball in his hands again. So he hit 2. This can be a 4-point possession or a 5-point possession if they shoot and make a 3. Hinton step back for 3. Yes, sir! 100-89.
He wanted a foul on that too.
Hinton with 46. He's just 3 away from his career high, from tying his high. Here's Gamble to the hoop. Adds to his career high. He's now got 35.
I said I may not get you there, but I've got a career high and you don't yet.
And my team has a 13-point lead. Hinton with another assist possible.
No.
Missed by Garner badly. Hinton claps his hands together and says, "Whew, that could have been good. That was a 3-point shot that would have, again, made it close." Ibrahim.
We're ticking down to the point where it may be a comfortable lead. You know, when you had 6 minutes to go, 13 points, you were a little bit still worried.
Ibrahim. Oh, a one-hand runner.
I think he figured that out after he jumped.
10 points for Ibrahim. And a beautiful shot there that may seal the deal. They're up 15 with 2:40 left. Hinton for 3.
Oh, that would have tied his career high.
Rebound. He should get an assist on that.
Yeah.
Because Phil Garner went in and got that one.
It was a pass.
And stuck it back in. Double team coming to Moreno. And he throws it deep. Duncan going up strong. He's fouled and he scores.
That's one where you just let him take the dunk.
Yep. And Freddie Ibrahim, the senior, went over smartly and told Glenn Duncan, don't get fired up here. He was pushed in the back as he was going up potentially for the dunk. We have an injured player for Shaw down here. Not sure what happened. And is that Hinton that's down?
It looks like a leg cramp. Yeah, or well, they're working the knee or the...
Might be just a cramp, but that's not a good sign for the Shaw Bears.
No, it's not Hinton. But it looked like they might have been massaging the calf.
You're right, it's Kelsey. Devon Kelsey going.
In a game like this, you could just cramp up.
Yeah, it's a cramp.
Could easily cramp up with how frenetic the pace has been today.
But that also helps Tampa, as a matter of fact, because you're bringing in Naquan Kitchen, who has not made a three-pointer all season, the freshman from Orangeburg, South Carolina, and you're taking out Kelsey, who's your leading three-point shooter on the season, percentage-wise and in volume and makes and all of that. So,
all right, now on the stats monitor, they have taken the 3 away from Duncan, given it to Gamble, but he's still at 32. Thought he had 35.
Well, I'm going with what we had before. He has 35 in my mind. I think that's going to have to be corrected.
we we agree he has 7 3-pointers, and he got them all in the first half.
Well, if they're saying 32,
I guess we got to go with that.
Well, we'll say that.
Everything else totals. That is 48.
48 for Hinton. One away.
I don't think I've ever been in the presence of anyone scoring 50. I've seen it on TV.
I've done it once. There's Biffle to the basket. He's fouled.
But that was an NBA game.
It was Brandon Roy. He got 51 or 52. I can't remember. But he was unstoppable. Kind of like Hinton has been most of the game.
Yeah.
Well, the official scorebook is what will count.
Right.
Not our stats model.
Antoinette is running that.
Right. And so at the end of the day,
we'll go over and look.
That will be the official total. Right now, it's showing Gamble with 32. I think it's 35. Biffle with 17. Colley with 12. Moreno with 12. Ibrahim with 10. Free throw missed. 2 minutes left. 107-93.
The numbers on the line add up to 32.
Hinton.
This is
50. Oh, no good. Rebound tipped up and around.
Pull it back.
Bellarmine to the hoop. Oh, missed. No good. Bellarmine not giving up. Got it back. Puts it up and it's rejected, and a whistle and a foul.
He's relentless.
He really is. So he had one attempt at a 50-point game. He's still going to have another shot at least one, if not two.
Who knows when he had 49 if he had a chance to get 50.
Yeah, don't know that. Free throw made by Bellarmine. He's got 8 points. Baker has 6. Duncan has 9. And again, somebody has 3 points there that belong to Gamble. So I'm not sure exactly.
But, Bellarmine just made that free throw, but he still has 7 points. They gave the free throw to somebody else.
It hasn't been updated.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah. All right. 1:30 left. 108-93. Ibrahim says, let's slow it down, run some clock until I get an open three.
I'm kidding.
He goes for 3, and he knocks it down. He had missed his first 4 tonight from deep, but that one is good. He's got 13. Freddie Ibrahim. His season high is 14. That was against West Florida early on. Look at that double team. Hinton really wants to get a shot away.
Yeah, he does.
And Bellarmine's taking great pride trying to keep him from getting 50. To the basket, up, no good, foul. To the line, will go Richard Shout.
So he doesn't have 50 yet, and he doesn't have a new career high.
No, just a disappointing 48.
For the weekend, he has scored 73 points.
Wow.
Or not even the weekend. It feels like
it feels like a weekend, doesn't it? Tuesday and Wednesday felt like Saturday and Sunday to us. Or Friday and Saturday, something like that.
Yep.
First free throw is no good by Shout. Coming into the game, he had only been to the line one time all season, and he missed it.
Not that I know anything about basketball, but before the game I said, I bet you Hinton sets a new record.
Well, he might. He still has a shot.
He wasn't really taking a great leap.
Yeah, it was possible.
Yeah.
111-94. Final minute, 50 seconds left.
They're only going to get one more possession, so if Hinton wants to get the shot, he's got one more chance here.
The lob to Bellarmine. He's fouled with 43.7 seconds left to the line. Tampa 111, Shaw 94. If you told me at halftime that Shaw would not score 100,
yes,
I would have said you're crazy. The way that first half ended
was
a
36-point half.
Hinton just unstoppable late in the first half.
Still had 19 this half.
Yep. And he was
not shabby.
And against a double team, basically, all half long. Cedric with 1 of 2, 112-94.
Now just
Let's see if Hinton can set a new career high. To the basket he goes, puts it up again.
There it is.
He has got it. A 50-point game for Amir Hinton, his new career high.
It's a book 'em, Dano.
Wow. I get it. Okay. I get it. Whistle and a foul. Congratulations to Amir Hinton, a 50-point game here in Tampa. It's going to come in a loss to the Spartans.
His other 2 40s were wins.
Wow, what a game. What a game for Hinton. And yet, with 5 players in double figures, the Spartans are going to win it. Moreno at the back of the iron, but still gets the free throw to drop in. His third make in 3 tries tonight. He's got 13 points now. And no good there. Rebound hauled down.
It's time for another bucket.
Hinton, look at the double team here at half court. He's going to take it all the way to the basket and lays it in. He's got 52. 52 points for Hinton. What a night. Whistle on a foul. He might get one more shot before it's over. I don't think he knows how many he has, but he knows it's a lot. He is 18 of 29 from the floor, including 3 of 6 from deep. This is the first three-point game he's made. Had 3 makes in a game. 13 of 16 from the line. 4 rebounds, 7 assists. I think there's probably a couple of steals in there as well. Let me check here real quick. Hinton has 3 steals as well. I told you.
Well, he's got time for another shot to get him to 100.
See if he can get it. 10 seconds left. 115-98.
Just shoot.
He shoots for 3, and it's no good. And rebound on the line. That's it. So he'll finish with 52. I said it loud enough so he could hear it. You notice that?
You did.
Yeah, but he didn't even respond, did he?
He might have heard you.
He's smiling now. The buzzer sounds and the game is over, and the Tampa Spartans raise their record to 7-4, while the Shaw University Bears fall to 5-5. With Anthony Gamble,
we think, with 35 points.
Hinton finishes with 52. Kelsey with 14, Owens with 12. Gamble, it says on the monitor 32, but I think that'll be corrected to 35, and it would be a new career high. The tremendous game by Anthony Gamble tonight. We're going to try to get to him if possible. He was trying to get to the locker room, and I think they grabbed him just in time. So we'll get Anthony over here real quick. A nice game. Jack corralled him just as he was headed to the locker room, so we'll stay here for just a moment. 115-98 is the final, although the final stats monitor says 115-97, so I'm not sure. But we'll it's a win for Tampa regardless. Congratulations, young fella. Anthony Gamble. The stats monitor says 32, which would tie your career high. I'm positive you have 35, however, for a new career high. We'll see the official scorebook later, but congratulations. You made 7 of your first 9 from deep. You were feeling it, were you not?
Yeah, but I got to thank my teammates, man. They, especially Tyler Wilson, Alberto Moreno. I don't want to name them all, but
yeah, they help you out. There's no question.
Yeah,
you don't get that without them.
They find me, and I don't know, I'm a little nervous, but
no, don't be nervous. Don't be nervous. You're the man right here. I'll tell you. I do want to. Before we go any further, I got to talk about Amir Hinton.
Yeah.
52 points tonight, a new career high for him. He had 5 45-point games total, but he ended up with 52. I thought, though, the difference in the game, he had 29 at halftime, as you probably know. But the double team, this coaching strategy, putting Cedric on him and then sending a double team every time the ball was put down on the court. Brilliant.
Yeah, we had to switch it up second half because he was getting layups, dunks, all that stuff. So Coach Smith said, you know what, we're just going to trap him. He had to get the ball out of his hands. I mean, he still scored, but his teammates weren't involved in the second half as much as they were in the first half.
He did. This Tampa team, it's a good way to head into this little break for Christmas, isn't it?
Yeah.
What about the second half of the season? When you guys come back, you're right back into the throes of the SSC schedule.
First game back, and we play NBA
on the road. Yeah. That'll be tough, but you're ready for that. So you're feeling it tonight. I thought at one point when you were 7-9, I thought you were going to break the record. I think you had 10 before. I know that to tie the school record. I thought you had a shot at it, but not too disappointed the way you end up with either 32 or 35. It's at least tied your career high, but I think you got 35. We'll check in a minute. But I'll let you get in there and celebrate with your team. Just want to say congratulations.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Great effort by Anthony Gamble tonight. 7 of 11 from three-point range, along with 7 rebounds. Just a nice all-around game. And Jack, nice catch. He was on his way. He was headed home to vacation.
I sprinted.
I know, you had to hustle. You got it done. So anyway, bottom line, 115-98 is the final score, and whether it's 32 or 35, it was a tremendous shooting effort by Gamble. Again, Biffle with 17, Moreno with 15, Colley with 12, Ibrahim with 13, Duncan and Bellarmine with 9 each, Baker with 6. Downer had 2 points. Playing and not scoring was Wilson. And Whitaker, I don't believe, got in the game today. No. So bottom line, though, that's a terrific effort. There were 3 players only for Shaw in double figures. Hinton with 52 points, Kelsey with 14. He made 4 of 11 from deep, and then Owens with 12 points. 6 rebounds. Carter had 10 rebounds, but had just 1 point. All in all, you'll take this win tonight, 115-98.
Close the doors for a few days, 10 days off, and they are back in action at Embry-Riddle on December 29th. Our next broadcast will be January 2nd. Home game against Palm Beach Atlantic. That is a Wednesday night.
So this ends 8 games in 2 days, 4 men's, 4 women's games. And the UT women, if you didn't hear, lost on a last-second basket today by 1 point.
Yep.
It was a heartbreaker for sure.
Yeah.
Actually, a 3-point shot. It wasn't the last.
It was with a second to go.
Yeah, a second or so.
No, it was 19 seconds.
Yeah, 19 seconds, and then the Spartans did not get the basket that they needed.
Yep.
So they lose by 1, but tonight the men win at 115-98. Anything else you want to say?
Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, in the opposite order, I guess.
Yep. Very good, very good. We appreciate all of our help here from everybody at UT, and we want to wish you all happy holidays. So, for Jack Ike, this is Scott Lynn. Thank you for being with us. Hope you enjoyed the game. Tampa 115, Shaw 98.